Leave it. Hey, yo, I swear, leave it to somebody to show up. And when he shows up, he creates an entire wind tunnel. Because I'm like, first of all, Mr. Vocorder over here looking like Teddy Riley. Over here talking into a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You got to provide us with early entertainment on a Sunday morning. I promise you. Because we ain't seen you in
3 Sundays.
I gotta watch because how many Sundays has it been, bro?
Oh, no.
I'm not saying that you were missed, but I need a target.
Obviously, I was.
Nah, I need a target.
You needed a target
to vent his frustration on.
I see that. Look, I've been enough of a target. All right. I don't need no more arrows. I don't need no more arrows in the knee. I don't need no more arrows in the knee. All right.
But I used to be an adventurer just like you. For all the gamers who are familiar with that one, that was a shout out. So anyway, welcome to Star Button Live, everyone. Here we are on this fine March 29th. We have a lot to talk about because the gaming industry and landscape is going to change as of April 2nd. And they decided that they were going to make this in effect for April 2nd, just so we know that it's not an April Fool's joke. Okay. They were like, oh, if we put it for April 1st, they're going to be like, April Fools. No, they really want your money for PlayStation 5s. Sony has announced that they are going to be changing the price of PS5s. We're going to talk about it. Not right now, but in a couple minutes. Xbox is trying to actually minimize the price of Game Pass. We're going to talk about it. Not right now. We are also going to talk a little bit about how GameStop decided since, Sony was going to increase the price of the PS5, they were going to give a little deal to try to drive more business. We're going to talk about it, but not right now. All of that factors in. But for now, again, I must say, welcome to Star Button Live. Here with me, we actually have Mr. Hustle.
Yep.
Of course. Mr. Rygen. And the man who's always late, needs no introduction, and never gets one, but now is here before the show started because we waited for him, Mr. Token, SG Token. He has made it. Oh, actually, we actually postponed for him on purpose.
Oh, man.
But he's here now, so we're not going to pin him to the wall too hard. Okay? Your sweatpants don't match, sir.
Yeah, you didn't commit. You didn't commit.
Yeah, you should have went full.
You can't just be backing up. You're supposed to be camera ready, bro. Your sweatpants don't match. Like if you have to if you go full outfit, like you at least got to match, bro. Like if I stand up right now, I have on gray sweatpants. I'm not gonna stand up. I have on.
You know what? You know what? Since you want me, so shit. Oh God.
Ladies and gentlemen, Token died.
It's his first time putting on clothes, apparently.
Right. So
I
anyway,
almost died from changing pace.
New show.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's better. New week, new show. We have a lot to discuss, and hopefully, you'll be here with us through the whole thing. Enjoy the ride. So, ladies and gentlemen, question of the day. What console are you buying next generation?
None. At this rate,
I'm holding out. I'm holding out. Sega's gonna surprise all of us. Dreamcast too.
Don't get my hopes up.
I wish.
Apparently, the chat says PC parts.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I mean,
at the rate we're going, this probably gonna be the lowest selling console generation all time. Like,
absolutely. We are looking at what, almost $1,000 on a PS5 Pro, right?
No, if you want disc, you're spending $1,000 because you gotta get the $80 disc drive.
You're right.
You're
right.
Like, if you're not digital only, you spending $1,000 on a PS5 Pro and a disc drive in a couple days.
Yeah. PS6 has got to be more money, bro. Has got to be more money. This is the first time that I've seen old consoles go up in price instead of down. Like prices don't go up, they come down. Like parts, like it gets cheaper to manufacture these. You become in the green the further that, or you get into the black the further that the console has been out.
Yeah,
unless you're Xbox, and then you just stay in the red for the entire life cycle. No shade. But
listen, y'all don't think it's a joke, but it is true. You can go look
It
it up.
is true. I was
Ain't no profit off them motherfuckers.
Bro, if they
Xbox,
came up with another Xbox console,
consoles coming out. But yeah, PC parts probably going to be my move. I'm the way it's looking, I'm not too keen on getting the next any console. Like I've already been holding off on the Switch 2 because the price increase from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 did not feel like it was good to me, because I know what I'm getting, and your prices are elevating whilst your technology could be elevating a little bit. The fact of the matter is it doesn't quite feel like the technology is elevating at a point where it's supposed to be even, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as your technology elevates, like things get cheaper over time. You want to price things where people are gonna want to buy it. But $500 for a Switch 2 does not feel good. Now with PlayStation being $650, almost $700 for a disc drive version, a Switch 2 feels better.
Yeah,
at $500, but it doesn't feel as good as a $300 Switch did. And where are we supposed to get these extra hundreds of dollars? You know what? I got into so
something like that.
You was about to string on into politics on that one. Where's this?
No, it's just a matter of like it's not politics, because I don't do politics.
We talking reality here. People don't got money. That's not a political statement. That's a reality statement.
Yeah, true.
I am a working man. You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't got shit, blue, red, blue, whatever. That's people.
Yeah, like where am I supposed to get this extra money? Like my pay hasn't gone up.
True.
You know, like I may not have a job next week. Like I may not have a job next month. And then what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody feels secure in this market, and yet all of our entertainment and luxuries are just going sky high, and to the point where they're gonna be like, oh, maybe we did actually price these people out of this stuff. Maybe maybe the prices are too high because our sales are at an all-time low.
Yeah.
You think?
Me and also mentioned like kind of only the same line the other day. It's like, how did granted, yes, these are supposed to be luxuries, they're not supposed to be like $2. Like you gotta pay for luxuries in life. I get it, understandable. But when all the luxuries are now even like 200, 300, 400% more expensive than it was just like 10, 15 years ago, we're at a breaking point. Concerts are crazy, video games are crazy, like electronics in general are getting crazy. It's like, where's this money coming from? People get laid off. I got laid off 3 months ago. Like, I'm sorry. It's the economy cannot like withstand all these price increases. Like, I don't know what their long-term plan is, but I'm gonna do my best to try and get the stuff that I want to get. But I might have to wait for a lot of shit.
I mean, maybe
in a year or two.
Maybe they're thinking like Porsche did. Like, you know, like it's expensive. Yeah, sometimes you got to get on a list to buy it, but you're gonna buy it for the namesake.
A list.
But here's the thing, though. Like,
hold on. What kind of list are you trying to get on? Megan's list?
No,
Megan's. Don't kill a man. Relax.
What list are you getting on the box? What are we talking about?
He said for a Porsche.
A Porsche.
I think it's Ferrari that does that.
You're right.
Ferrari puts you on a list to be approved to buy their car.
Yeah, you have to be approved.
They can still deny you and be like, nah, we're not selling to you.
Yeah, if they don't think that you are worth the Ferrari name, then no.
Yeah.
You have to have adequate. Like there's a rich man out there right now who wants a Ferrari and will not be able to buy a Ferrari.
But it's okay though. It's okay though.
There's a bunch of there's a bunch of rich streamers who are never going to get to drive a Ferrari ever. Never. They're never going to get to drive.
But you know what they can buy? You know what they can drive?
A Lambo.
A Lambo, a Corvette, C8.
Yeah, Lamborghini doesn't give a fuck.
Lamborghini is owned by Volkswagen.
Yeah, that's
Ferrari is like, literally still owned by Ferrari, and they hold their name to the highest of standards.
Mm-hmm.
Lamborghini's like, you want to put Nyan Cat, the Pop-Tart cat on your car? We don't care. Go ahead and do that. it's your car. Do what you want. Ferrari's like, better not.
Like, do what you want within the terms of service.
Bro, Ferrari be acting like BMW. Be like, you better not do your own work on that car. You better not change that. You know what? We'll be like BMW and change all our screws and have them all have the BMW symbol, and you're gonna need a customized screwdriver just to open stuff.
So you know what? Just transitioning us back to our topic.
I was gonna say the sad part is a PS5 Pro costs as much as a damn Ferrari now.
So with that being said, new question: what's your number?
Well,
we already asked about the Grand Theft Auto number.
What the max I would pay for a console?
What is the number that you pay for PS6 or whatever the next console is? What is the number that you pay for your console that you have to use to play Grand Theft Auto 6? Since now we have Grand Theft Auto 6 being maxed out at like $150, $200 for the base game that people would probably pay. $150, I think, was the absolute limit. But what's the max number on a console?
I feel like the number would change.
What I just paid for the PS5 Pro, $750. That's absolute. Nah.
That for a base level console?
For a base level PS6?
No, I'm saying that's the absolute max I would do since I just bought a PS5 Pro for $750. So I can't be like, I
was gonna say,
I'm waiting for you to finish interrupt.
Technically, you didn't pay the full price because you did sell your PS5.
Yeah, but I still paid $750. It's still it balances out, but I still had to pay $750 now.
Yeah, he entered a price contract for $750. How he got to $750 is his own business.
Right. Sounds like girl math to me.
I ain't gonna hold you. $500 is my max. That's it.
500?
Yeah, bro. That's what I pay for the PS5. Because I didn't get the PS3 because that shit was $600 at launch. I bought an Xbox 360 instead.
Did Mr. Layaway just give us the surprise face with 500?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
He couldn't escape the layaway jokes.
I only said that because I expected Hustle to say like around $650.
Absolutely not.
Listen for the PS6.
My threshold is this: if a console now costs as much as the Neo Geo console costed, I'm out.
All right,
I'm out.
So now the next question is the Xbox. We're going to call it the Xbox Helix right now since it doesn't have a name. But the Xbox Helix has all of these PC processing potentials and things of that nature, yet while still being a console that they can produce games for that would be essentially uniform without you having to worry about meeting PC system requirements, etc. Now, if your consoles can do more, what do you pay? Are you okay with paying more?
Yes.
Are you the sucker that they're aiming for? Are you their target audience?
Might as well. Hey, you said it yourself. Hold on. You said it yourself.
No, okay. Whoa. Hey, first of all, I'm nobody's sucker, and I'm not your target audience.
Wait, hold on. Earlier, you said when you said
I'm kidding.
with the Switch, the price of it should only elevate when the value and functionality of it with the tech elevates. So if your functionality and your tech elevates, then the price it's only justifiable that I'm paying more. Not saying I will pay more, but I will understand if I'm paying more.
All right. So what you're doing is you're actually mistaking something. You're actually mistaking the fact that you're mistaking value for progression.
Okay.
So allow me to explain this, right? And I'm going to use the Xbox as an example. How much better can graphics get than they are right now?
Not much better.
Not much.
Not much, right?
Yeah, like
can't
people say Death Stranding. Yeah, I was sorry. It was like people saying like I can't see a game looking better than Death Stranding 2. Like
right. So like if you use that statement, right? And then you utilize this information to make your basis on how you're going to justify selling another console, right? Because if you can't get your graphics better at this point, what is the purpose that the general public is going to see to buy your next console? You're not going to keep making this same console forever. So what is the purpose of you selling the next console, right? So if you can't justify that by adding more graphics, you have to add more features. So for me, I think that the addition of various features, making it more PC-like, is kind of a side grade more than an upgrade. So it would be an upgrade for a generation, but it would be, instead of your graphics going like this, now your features are going like this while your graphics kind of stay here. So before it was your console, the features kind of stay level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're going to get out of it. Now, but your graphics always got better, you know, or your speeds got better. Now they're adding more speed, but they're also putting in more features, which means it's going to eat up more RAM. So your graphics can't go up, but your features can go up while your graphics stay here. You see what I'm saying? So to me, that justifies putting out your next generation at the same price. Next generation to me doesn't automatically mean I pay a new price. The difference in price for a PS4 to a PS5 was almost negligible until now. You know,
I do agree with
PS3 to PS4. As a matter of fact, they had to lower the prices of the PS3 because people weren't buying them. And I'm telling you that when people don't buy these new consoles, and we've run into a generation of FOMO. So people have fear of missing out, and then all of a sudden they want, and they'll open their wallets for anything. And the companies are preying on this FOMO. But if you just choose to not do it, if the general populace said, you know what, this PS5 is crazy. Sony's already at the end of the PlayStation 5 life cycle. If they don't move another unit, do you think they care? They care, but it's not going to hurt the fact that they're already in the black. So whether another PlayStation 5 sells or not, they are gauging how much people are going to spend. They are gauging, and they are, because this is price science. You utilize this information when you're actually pricing your PS6, because I can guarantee you that this PS6 has been in production for probably 2 or 3 years already, and they are already starting to send out developer kits to these different game studios. We are looking at having a PlayStation 6 by the end of 2027.
Yeah.
So this is price science. How does the PlayStation 5 sell at these prices? How much did the PlayStation Pro sell? What can we charge? Because if everybody's switching to a PS5 Pro, then there should be no problem for us to sell the PS6 at PS5 Pro money.
Sony, I don't think publishes the PS5 Pro sales, do they? Or do they just lump that in with PS5?
I think they just lump it with PS5, I think.
Yeah, I think they
had one with the PS4 as well when they did the PS4 Pro.
Okay, so then we'll never know the actual sale of the PS5 Pro compared to the PS5 because they just lumped it in together. That's very dubious.
You see what I'm saying? So they can say, oh, you know, ever since we did the Pro, we've sold 150 million more units. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you sold 150 million Pros.
Nope, I know they didn't. That's a high-ass number we talking about here for a console.
I've never actually considered buying a PS5 Pro. I saw that number and I was like, nope.
Yeah, I
don't need it. My PS5 works fine. I don't need it. If my PS5 crapped out, I would probably just go get another PS5.
Yeah,
Like
I wouldn't even bother with
I could
Pro.
have gotten a PS5 Pro, and I chose to just get the PS5 Slim.
See, like
No. Hold on. I can't let that live.
I mean, hey, it was right there, and it wasn't much of a difference.
Let me ask you 2 questions. What is a PS5 Slim?
It's just a damn near it's just a PS5 base model, just slimmer, and they changed the fans.
Hey, I didn't know they made a slim PS5 yet.
they did. You mad late, bro? It's the one that is okay.
It came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's the one that
Did they
it's the
call
one
it a
that has
slim?
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
did they just call it a PS5?
no, it's
No,
PS5
Slim.
Slim.
Okay. I'm behind.
So it also has the swappable like
Oh, that's
Disk
that's
drive?
when they put the swappable disk drive.
that's the Slim. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the Slim.
I just thought that was the new PS5. Second,
Mhm.
so they had a PS5 Pro at your layaway shop.
Somebody turned it in. What we pawned it. He pawned it for I think it was 300, and he pawned it.
Thanks.
Yeah, he didn't come back and get it.
That's crazy.
So he pawned it for $300.
Dog, somebody came in with a $2,400 laptop and pawned it, and then he couldn't come back and pay the fees for it. People, dog,
Wait, you have to
pawn
pay
shops.
People lose their possessions at the pawn shop for not
a
being able to
lot.
come back and pay the fees. That's
Yes,
how
a
pawn shops
lot.
make money.
A lot.
Because
no,
you got to
wait,
pay the
hold on,
fees in
no,
order
no,
to
no.
get your stuff back.
How much is the fee?
Honestly, they make pawn shops make more money selling. They make most of their money from selling more than from the fees of people
Yeah.
coming to get their stuff back.
We know
they make
that
more money
because,
selling.
but how do they get to sell is the question. So they get to sell because people couldn't pay the fees, so now they can sell the item for whatever price they set, right?
Yeah.
Right.
How much
so
is the fee?
they're making the money off the fees when you come. They give you money when you pawn.
The fees change depending on state because they have to do state required maximums. So your state can only allow you to put a taxational like a fee limit, percentage limit. I know Louisiana's fee is, I believe, I think it's 25%, 25 to 30%.
Percent of what? 25% of what?
Of the total cost
Of the item?
the value of the item.
Okay.
So whatever the market value of the item. And then they do when you come in, you pay. That's how much they'll be willing to top shelf give you for it. Now you don't have to take that. That's how much they'll give you for it. And then it's also different with pawn and sell because you have a different price for each one of them. So if you come in and you sell it to me, I'll give you probably, like, say it's the PS5. If you come in, I know market value for the PS5 right now is what,
It'll be
600 for the digital.
It'd be 600
okay.
digital, 650 for the disc, and like.
All right, so we'll do the digital. If I know market value, that's MSRP right now. So MSRP
Right.
600 for the digital, right? I'm not going based off of the MSRP price. I'm going based off of the used price because this is a used item. Unless it's been box sealed and never used, it's going as a used price. Then I look at the used price and I'm like, this is how I'm not going to sell it for even this much. That's not how much I'd sell it for. I'd sell it for a little bit lower than that. So that means what I give you is going to be even lower than that because I still have to make profit.
Damn.
Jesus.
So it ain't worth pawning shit then. If you're being for real, like
if I'm dead serious, if I'm being for real, it is not worth pawning something if you are already in a financial deficit. Do not pawn, sell it. Because if you have the idea of, I might want to come back and get my stuff, if you're in a financial deficit and you know you're not about to hit a windfall, don't pawn it, just sell it. Or find a multitude of things that you know you don't want, or you know you'll be okay with losing, sell all of that or pawn that. But pawning puts you in a even longer financial deficit because not only do you have to pay back what you owed, what you got from the store, you have to pay back the fees, and fees accrue every month.
Think
Yes,
about
the fee
Renter's
will accrue
Choice
every month.
Jesus.
or Rent a Center. Remember how they used to do it, where you would basically rent a TV or rent a PS5 or rent a living room set. You pay it off.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that, except imagine that monthly rental is now your pawn shop.
Yeah.
You remember how predatory Renter's Choice felt back in the day, and Rent a Center and all of that? Yeah, that's essentially what
I
pawn
avoided
shops are.
shit like that on
But
purpose.
the difference is that pawn shops allow you to take something that you hold valuable, trade it in, so that you can get money for it now, but you can potentially come back and get it back later.
Right. Now, the downside is, like I said, the fees accrue every month. So that means the quickest you get it is the cheapest you're going to pay. But if you wait 2 or 3
Like if
months,
you can get it back next week.
Yeah, if you can get it back next week, you still paying that 1 month fee. Because the minute you walk out that shop and you made that transaction, the first fee is already the first like monthly fee has already started. That fee is good for the first 30 days. But after you pass that first 30 days, you're now you into your 60 days, and then you go into your 90 days. Yeah, that fee, yeah. So best out, don't punch, just sell it. Just sell it. That's how I got this PC. Bro brought it into the shop.
You never gonna get that back.
It's mine now.
You ain't never getting it back.
And you can't even fight it legally.
You can't.
It's legal. They are doing their due diligence. There's a contract that you have to sign, and you know, but
And
when
the
you
stuff
live in a
only makes
world
it
where
on
people are
shelves.
doing this,
The stuff
right?
only makes it on shelves after it has already been put on a list, sent to local police departments, and as long as the barcodes or the likeness of it or whatever it hasn't popped on anybody's
stolen lists.
stolen, it's good to go. It's going on a shelf. So as long as it's on the
Financial
shelf,
app coming soon, y'all. It's like, nah, stop playing. we don't have that happening.
We are not a financial advice show.
Yeah, we are not. Take it from me, Layaway King.
Gotta get your own Netflix show, Layaway King.
So do you have layaway fees too?
Technically, the way layaway works is
I know how regular layaway works. How does your layaway work?
So you have a limit. You have a time limit for when you do layaway. And you also have a monthly limit. So yeah, so if you like say this PC, I didn't even put this on layaway. I bought this straight out the shop. Say this PC was on layaway for $2,000, right? You have depending on the price of the item, you can do it for either 3 months or up to, I believe, 6 months. Yeah, minimum is 3, maximum is 6. It depends on the price of the item. So split that up into 3 months. You paying that minimum each month. If you miss that minimum, you're gonna get a text message that says at towards the end of the month, hey, you're reaching the end of the month. You need to pay this minimum for the item to stay in layaway. If you do not come pay it, it will be bounced out of layaway automatically, not manually, by the system. The system will bounce it. Your money will not go back to you. Your money will stay at the shop in their safe or in their bank accounts. You have to come back, redo the layaway all over again. And there's also a restocking fee, which means they have to go and take money from the money you gave them, put this back on the shelf, and you have to pay to put it back on layaway, plus that restocking fee. You got to re-up that too, because that entire time that whatever item it is has been on layaway could have been bought already by someone else who would have completely bought it out the shop. So they're losing money. The longer something is in layaway, they're losing money. Yes, you may be paying on it, but they're losing the potential option of it being straight up bought out. So you don't add any. It's no more costly than buying something. You're just prolonging how long it takes to buy it. There's no actual extra other fees other than if you lose it out of layaway. You're still regularly taxed. It's still the same price. It just takes longer process to buy it. Same way it is at Walmart.
So essentially, don't pawn off your regular PS5 to buy a PS5 Pro. Just sell the PS5, get you PS5 Pro. If you are going
to a pawn
next
shop
week, next week you're screwed. So like you got this weekend to go do what you want to do if you want to get the PS5 Pro, because they about to straight up smack them cheeks next week.
Okay, so just to give everybody a background on what's happening as far as like us shifting into topic number one, since we've been touching on it throughout this whole time. But again, if you're just tuning in, Sony's raising their prices again, and we're talking about, they started this actually in Europe, and then they started spreading it over all of their markets. But it's going to be a $100 increase in the US, pushing the price to around pushing the price of the PS5 to about $650. So the PS5 now is going to be $649.99, so $650.
What's
the digital version?
I was going to say that's the disc version. My bad.
Yeah, the digital version is going to be $599.99. The PS5 Pro is going to be from $750 to $899.99. So it's a $150 price increase for the PS5 Pro. And then the PS Portal is going to be going to $249.99. First of all, let me start here.
Who uses the PS Portal?
Who's paying $200 for a PS Portal?
I could have got one for $120. I could have got one for $129. I still didn't buy it.
I could have got one for free and I didn't even get it.
Here's the thing. Because I loved my Vita, I love my PSP, and when the PS Portal came out, if you didn't understand what it was and what it did, I could see paying $200 for it, because you thought you were getting another PlayStation Vita, you thought you were getting another PSP. It's not that. That's not this. It's basically a screen mirroring device for your PS5.
Yep.
Who's like, once you know what it is, if you're paying $200, then you have to know exactly what it is that you want to do with it. Now you're paying $50 more for what? I don't know, but it's whatever.
I know them hoes ain't sold enough for them to be justifying raising that price on that. Like, nah, that need to be discounted, dog. Stop the cap. Like, discount it.
They should have just. I don't even know why it's still being a thing. Like, they need to just discontinue it, clearance it out, stop making them.
You know what is discontinued though?
What?
Have you guys looked at the price of a Steam Deck lately?
Oh yeah, they're crazy because they stopped making the OLED ones.
They stopped making the base to make OLEDs. Now they stopped making the OLEDs, so now they're not making Steam Decks.
So what are they just moving completely on to like?
Did they just completely kick it out the house? Did they just disown it?
No, you can still look at the product specification page and all that stuff on Steam Deck.
But all of them have been out of stock for months.
Yes.
Why?
Jesus.
And do you know if you were to go and try to buy a Steam Deck, it's over $1,000?
That's
right. Didn't not too long ago y'all had a tournament where y'all was giving them things away?
Who y'all?
I want a Steam Deck too.
No, not you.
Now
It's
it's
saying,
like
you don't have a Steam Deck anymore? You.
I
never had a Steam Deck.
You never had.
Oh, I thought you said you bought a Steam Deck too.
No, I have a Steam Deck.
Oh, I want to get a Steam Deck.
Oh, I have a Steam Deck. It's right here.
Don't you have two?
Yeah, mine's right here.
No. Why would I need two? What do you think? All right, hold on. Who do you think I am, sir?
A tech god.
Okay, so why would I need two? What purpose would there be for me to have two? Have two hands and two eyes. Sometimes.
I was hey, literally, when he said that, second pair of eyelids flashed.
What?
Your inside eyelids, they flashed. I saw them.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because you shouldn't actually see you shouldn't actually see anything happening on my glasses because I have them turned off right now. But anyway, what I'm saying is that knowing tech versus just getting things to have it. Like if I had two Steam Decks, that would mean that either one was modified and one was staying base in case I violated some EULAs or something like that or whatever, or I would be getting another one as a gift for someone, or like it wouldn't be in my possession, etc.
That's kind of
I have one, and my brother has one.
That's kind of why I thought you had two, because I thought one might have been. I thought you had one that was modded, like
No, I did not. I do not. So they actually don't have any EULAs that prevent you from modding. You can take it apart and you can change the M.2 that's inside of the Steam Deck. It's just a miniature one, but you can change and add more storage.
Okay.
Legally, without violating anything. Like, they still have that right to repair. Like there are different things like that you can do inside of it. Whereas if you did it in a Switch 2, they'd be like, "Oh nah," you know what I'm saying?
No, don't go in there. Don't touch our stuff.
Yeah,
send it back to us. Send it back to us so we can fix it, but in a broken way. So you got to send it back again and pay us more.
But yes, no. So as far as Steam Decks go, yes, right now Steam Decks are over $1,000. It might behoove you to get a Lenovo Legion Go or ROG Ally or the ROG Ally X or the ROG Strix handheld, just any other handheld PC device. The difference is that those are Windows machines and the Steam Deck is a legitimate Steam platform machine. So maybe the Steam Deck went out of production because even though it was the cheapest on all of these, maybe the Steam Deck went out of production because it only did like Steam Big Picture Mode, Linux based, whereas these new machines are doing Windows based and they're allowing you to use Xbox Game Pass as well as Epic Game Store, as well as Steam, as well as so it's essentially like a handheld computer. Screens are a little bit bigger, things like that. My thing is that the battery on the Steam Deck isn't great, but it still, I believe, lasts longer than other devices. I primarily use my Steam Deck when I'm traveling, so I use it for airplanes and stuff.
Well, apparently they're all out of stock because of RAM shortages.
Again,
they're not making the OLEDs anymore. It's just that they literally can't because they
can't produce.
They don't have the RAM for it. So,
and that is why the PlayStation price is going up, because they said that the logic is that the prices are going up because of the AI chip demand and RAM shortages, as well as supply chain issues. My thing is, and how do I say this without being political in any way?
I mean, you really can't, because it affects literally everything. Like, I'm sorry to people who like that shit triggers you, but that affects your day-to-day life. You can't avoid it.
I can say this. All of the things that are going on in the world are causing our luxuries to go higher, as well as some of our necessities. I'm not going to attribute it to anything, but if you pay any attention to the news, that run your camera hub to use
Did you unplug your webcams?
You forgot to pay the webcam bill.
Give me a second. Hold on.
Look, he said, nope. His webcam just went, nope. He said, oh, y'all talking politics? Nope. World news? Nope. He just got put on timeout. So, ladies,
bro, webcam was like, this is fake news.
Like, I know you ain't talking about politics.
Like, they gave one of us to ask. So I'm not gonna go further into it. Just know that world news is what's changing these prices. So if you pay attention to whatever's happening in the world, you'll be able to either affect some influence, or you'll be able to stay ahead of what's going on even in the future. So just be mindful, be educated, be informed, and make your decisions based on information that you actually can receive and know as truthful and accurate. That's the only thing that I can say as far as politics, because I'm not going into that. But yes, the fact of the matter is that things get a little interesting because Sony leadership was actually signaling that they were relatively insulated from the pressures of shipping, and they had the supply chain stuff under control. Like they said all that. Remember when we were talking about tariffs and everything? They said, "Oh, we're not gonna actually, increase our prices because of tariffs, because we got that under control. Everything is good, blah, blah, blah." When Microsoft said, "Oh, no, we're raising our prices," and then all of the retailers was like, "You know what? Since Microsoft is raising their prices, we're going to kind of give you guys a little bit of a cushion, blah, 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 blah." Sony was like, "Nah, we ain't got to do all that." Now, here they go. Prices are jumping in anyway because market conditions. So they're backtracking on their original statement.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me leave and come back.
Yeah. Yeah. So since the market trends or the market of prices is what's being talked about on why they had to change their prices or why their prices are jumping anyway, what changed? Were they wrong? Did something break? Because from my understanding, tariffs are supposedly being eased up on. What changed?
I think it's one of the greed's always a thing, because there's always that greedy component with companies where it's like, oh, people will pay these prices.
Yeah.
We don't have to lower them back down because they've already just demonstrated they'll pay for things that they need and want if it's at a higher price, even if it's something they don't exactly need.
And
I think it's a combination. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish.
Nah, I think it's a combination of that and also like it's part of a topic we're gonna be getting to later on, but it's just like a lot of these companies are just finding ways to make more revenue and drop more people, which I think is doing. I think they're planning to try and like some announcement similar to what Epic did. We'll get into that later. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was another like, high revenue, increased prices,
massive layoff.
Wouldn't surprise me if that was also coming too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, they were insulated from supply chain issues, right? But the supply chain issues that they were insulated from were the tariffs. Supposedly.
Yeah, there wasn't any chip. As far as I know, there was
no RAM shortage at that time.
Yeah,
there was a RAM shortage, but there was no other like shortage of materials for them.
That's what it was.
There was no other shortage of materials that they were using to make the console. So it was.
And now there is.
Yeah.
So could it be that they're actually telling the truth?
Partially,
I a cry wolf situation. Like, is that
partially? Like, I don't think some of the price increases are egregious. Like the PS5 Pro price increase is egregious. $150 increase is insane, and like 50 for the other ones. It's like, okay, I'm not surprised, but it's like,
well, it's 100 for everything except for the PS Portal.
That's right. Yeah, sorry, 100. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that the digital went up to 500, like when they did the $50 increase. I forgot about that. Because it's the second price increase in what, a year and a half?
Yeah,
18 months, whatever.
Yeah. Microsoft, I think they increased their prices like what, 3 times?
Then they did 3 times in the past year and a half or so. This is Sony's second. Nintendo did the original Switch price increase, but they haven't done the Switch 2 yet.
Not yet, but
I mean, they've been in the market long enough for you to do it.
I mean, it could also be that their hardware is not as big as like Microsoft and Sony's.
Yeah,
because I think from a hardware perspective, they're rocking the hardware from like the PS4 generation, right?
What, the Switch 2?
Comparable. Yeah,
comparable Switch 2. Yeah,
it's comparable like PS4. So like,
okay,
they don't really have to worry so much about their hardware.
And they limited to how small it is. It's limited to how small it is too, compared to.
As far as we know, I mean, they could flip flop on us, and next thing you know, paying $1,000 for a goddamn Switch 2 could happen.
I mean, that was probably. I told you that was the main reason I got a Switch 2 so early. Is like I don't want to be fucked over by a price increase later on.
Them terrorists.
Them terrorists.
Listen.
Wait.
It is what it's truth. Like you can put your head in the sand all you want, but
I just
that is
noticed
why
that.
things increase among the AI shit too.
Right, Jen. I just
Combination
noticed
of
this.
tariff and AI.
Yo,
But
hey, what's going on with their mouths, bro?
oh, this is from a specific artist. When I was in at the shop over by Asbury Park. Hold on.
Cause I was,
I forget the name of the artist. Ron English. That's what it is.
bro.
Yeah,
It tripped me out so bad, bro.
That is fire though.
and then yeah, creepy as hell, right?
He was like, bro, they found his house, bro.
It's like, just stop everything.
That is the realest dynamic reaction I have ever seen.
It was because in my brain I know what their faces look like, and
And then you see the big ass
it was
like,
like
I don't know.
it felt guttural
all the
when
way
I
up
saw
too.
that, dog. I was like, dog, why don't you do that to them?
It's crazy.
What's crazy?
Nah. So I was gonna say it's crazy because you said his name is Ron English, and so anytime I hear someone with the name English, I think Robert English, who is obviously Freddy Krueger. So
Robert
that's
Englund.
no, that's Robert Englund, right?
England,
Yeah, Englund.
Yeah,
right.
But still, it puts it in the same frame for me. You know, like
Glad to have the Freddy
obviously it's
fans
got to be a little creepy because, yeah. So anyway,
They keep staring at me.
canceled by the Freddy
Alright.
Krueger fans.
let it go, bro. Let it go.
You want me to just
Because you're creeped out.
you just adjust
If
the
you're
camera?
creeped out now, that means that you've not been creeped. No, wait, no, you haven't been here.
Dog, what are you doing?
There we go.
It's just so unsettling.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Mega Man version of Baraka.
Yo, it's so unnerving.
That's
Like,
gonna
it's
be
not
the-
even-
that's
so-
gonna
not
be the
even-
rest of the show.
It's not even scary. It just makes me feel uncomfortable looking at it.
There you go. I'll do that for you. I'll just turn them around. Can you focus now? Is that better? Is that better for you? You put him in time out.
Welcome to Sunday with Star
What are
Bunny.
you done cap for him too? They offend you so damn much.
Well, welcome to Sunday with Star Button, y'all.
Oh god. I just feel
Moving
like they're
on.
gonna. I feel like they're auto rotating and stare at you for disrespect.
Okay, at that point, I'd be like, I'm burning the house now. We gotta go.
They start moving around and shit.
And you said they're not even the official ones. You say you got that from somebody else, dude.
Legitimately,
nobody
if the heads start turning, I have a problem myself. But I was cool up until the head starts turning. We're cool.
Watch when the stream go off. He forget to turn him around.
All right, so oh, basically, with this being said, we're looking at $1,000 on the next gen consoles. Easy. Do we buy the next? And that's why the first question comes in. What is our limit? What is our limit to our next gen console? What is the price limit?
Ooh.
$1,000 console just makes me feel dirty. Like, say,
$1,000 console means that I can just go get a graphics card. Honestly,
Yeah.
like if I'm gonna spend
does.
$1,000 for something, I'm gonna be like gaming on primarily. I'm just upgrade my video card.
Yeah, just gonna
Like, that's
upgrade
it.
the PC.
Majority games are controller compatible, y'all. Just so y'all know.
It does, to me, it just doesn't feel right to spend a ban on something that's going to again become outdated at some point. When I could
hold on.
Unit.
Really?
What?
I ain't spending.
He said it doesn't feel right to become to spend a ban on something that's going to be outdated within a certain period of time. But your PC, your graphics cards, your RAM,
no, I'm saying like
it's the
entire.
It's the same
No,
thing.
I'm saying that.
No,
No,
it's
I'm saying
not.
the console. It's an entire unit that I'm paying a band for. I can't put parts in upgraded. I can do that to this.
Okay,
So
but how much is your graphics card upgrade gonna cost you? The graphics card by itself is running you $750 to $1,000 now.
Yeah.
But that's one component.
That's one
component. Whereas you're getting the whole console that's going to be here relative for 8 years.
But
8 years. That's the console life cycle. Don't you start with me. No, I'm sorry, not you. I'm talking to the camera. Sorry. I moved my head around.
Are you trying to first wall break right now?
But you don't have to throw the whole. But here's the thing, though. You don't have to throw the whole fucking PC out when you want to replace a part on it.
Right,
you're right. Throw the whole console out when you buy.
But you do have to but you do have to change the whole graphics card that cost you a whole $1,000.
But that's one component. You're not
throwing the whole. Now I can get but how long is your graphics card relevant?
Depends how much you.
Okay. How long is your graphics card the newest, latest, and greatest thing out there?
If I buy a 5090 right now, and I'm good for like at least 10 years.
Yeah.
No, that's not the question I'm asking. No. How long before your graphics card isn't obsolete at a 5090 for 10 years?
We're not counting. We're not counting.
The 5090 is here, and then the 6090 is the next year, or 2 years later. You see what I'm saying? Then the 7090.
Hold on. You're not talking hardware failure. You're talking hardware obsolescence, right?
I'm not talking hardware obsolescence.
No, he's not talking obsolescence.
I'm not talking hardware failure. I'm not talking hardware obsolescence. I'm talking upgrade tree.
Upgrades, yeah.
So look, if you were to get the newest console, right? Every time a new console comes out, and I'm going to use PlayStation as an example here. So you got a PS5 on release. Okay.
You got base, you got slim, you got pro.
Okay.
We're not going that far. We got a PS5 on release, and say you even got a PS5 Pro when it came out. Mm-hmm. The distance of time between the PS5 and the PS5 Pro was about 4 years, right?
Yeah.
But if you chose not to get the PS5 Pro and you just said, I'm gonna stick with the PS5, I got this on release, I'll get the next console on release, and that's my thing. You have 8 years with this one console before there's something new. At minimum, 8 years. That's usually what the console life cycle is. So it's 8 years, 8 to 10. But you got 8 years from this console to this console where you don't have to get something and feel as though you're out of date, right? Or you don't have the newest, latest, and greatest. You can play this generation.
But that's splitting the hairs a little bit because consoles are literally constructed to perform the same way for a set amount of time. Your PC is set to perform as well as the components are put into it.
But here's the thing:
you realize you're making my point, right?
Hold on, no, wait. I'm about to fix that whole thing. But here's the thing, though: most games have a minimum requirement to play them. Your hardware is as relevant as the minimum specs to run the fucking game.
Okay.
So unless game comes out, too, right? Its minimum specs is way higher than what you currently have, your card is still relevant. Your RAM is still relevant.
Your stuff is relevant. Yes, it's relevant.
It's still relevant.
Now,
like you can still use it.
Your settings are going to have to start climbing down, obviously, because minimum requirements start going up, or maximum or ideal requirements start going up.
But I'll give you this one. You know why I feel much better spending $1,000 on a graphics card than spending $1,000 on a PlayStation?
Why?
Because if I spend $1,000 on that graphics card, I can still do Xbox Game Pass, and I can still play Steam. I can play Steam games, PlayStation games, Xbox games. Well, I can't play PlayStation games on the computer, but I can still play a multitude of.
Well, not after a couple months.
Yeah.
Remember, they're not doing PC ports anymore. They said.
Yep.
No, they there is still a streaming platform to put your PlayStation on PC though.
Oh, PlayStation, what that?
PlayStation Now or
PS
whatever
Now.
It is, or
PS
whatever.
Now, yeah.
Like you can still,
but you have to stream it into.
Yes.
Yeah. So I still feel way more comfortable and financially frugal to spend $1,000 on the graphics card, because then I can still immerse myself in the multitude of different facets and areas of gaming without having to lock myself in with just a PlayStation or just the Xbox. Or if I spend $1,000 on one console, I'm locked into that tree of gaming. If I spend $1,000 on a graphics card and upgrade my PC, I'd rather put my money in the PC and I can play whatever the hell I want.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm gonna do you one solid. Here's the thing, right? If you own a 10 series card, any of the GTX 10 series cards, right? You can play Baldur's Gate 3. You know what you can't play Baldur's Gate 3 on? A PS4. Like you can't play Baldur's Gate on PS4. All I'm saying is like your hardware on a PC.
So what you're saying is the relevance is more of that your library is bigger.
Not the library. Whoa. Well, he technically wouldn't be wrong on that one because the library isn't restricted by the functionality. So the library technically would be bigger.
And mind you, remember what I asked about the Xbox Helix. The Xbox Helix is supposed to be more like a Windows machine than it is an Xbox console. So everything that you can do on Windows, you can like, the rumor is you're supposed to be able to use Steam on it. You're supposed to be able to use Epic on it. If it can do that, why are you not paying $1,000 for an entire console versus $1,000 for a graphics card? You see what I'm saying? Like if your console can do this stuff, you're cool paying for one component with that price, but you're not cool for paying an entire console for that price. What I'm seeing is price to it's just price to relevancy. You see what I'm saying? We're stuck in a mindset where we want to spend $500 on a console, which is fine because that console is going to give us access to whatever games. It's going to give us access to a steady whatever, right? But being able to spend $500 on a console, right? And being up in arms about spending $700 on a console when, you know, people are willingly spending $1,200 on just a graphics card feels egregious. Because while the graphics card can be relevant for longer, the console by itself has more functionality.
And you proved my point from earlier.
Wait,
but that was my point in the first place.
I know what
I said. Saying. You know, you're just furthering my point.
But here's the thing, though: if the hypothetical Microsoft PC console, which they still haven't named any of the features, they still haven't said anything about what it does. The Project Helix hasn't been said like, oh, you can customize the hardware.
They don't have any solidified.
They haven't said anything like that. They're just saying it's like a PC, but they haven't explained why it is.
Machine as well.
So we're speculating. I don't think the Steam Machine is going to have swappable hardware. Maybe storage.
What I'm saying is, even if it does not have swappable hardware, that's not the point that I'm getting at. It's not that the hardware is swappable. What I'm saying
functionality is increased, and
we're okay with paying this price for a graphics card.
Yes.
But we're not okay with paying this price for an entire system that has more functionality than the graphics card. If you paid $1,000 for a graphics card and had no PC to put it into, that shit is a paperweight.
But nobody's going to do that. That's the thing. You already have the PC.
What I'm saying is you are paying $1,000 for a piece.
Yes. But you're not just paying $1,000 for a piece.
But you're okay with paying $1,000 for a piece.
No,
and you're upset with paying $1,000 for the whole thing.
Yeah, but
hold on.
Make it make sense.
That's like wait. Hold on. Let me throw your logic back in your face for a second here. By your logic, that's like buying a $1,000 console and no TV.
Okay.
Because you can't play the console without a TV, can you?
Yes.
No, you can't. Stop it. Stop it. No, you can't. With what?
PS Now, sir.
A monitor?
So you're going to use your phone?
Yes. You get how you fit in.
Yo, stop. Yo.
You buy a $2,000, $3,000 PC with no monitor. What you using that PC on, sir?
Wait. Hustle.
You still got to buy the monitor, right?
Hustle.
So it's the same thing.
Hustle.
It's not the same fucking thing.
Yes, it is.
You walk yourself into that logic trap. You can't use a computer without a screen. It's the exact same argument as if you can't use a console without a TV. How can you use a computer without a screen?
But he said it's like buying a graphics card without a PC. I'm saying, okay, that's the same thing as like buying a fucking console with no TV.
But now you need the graphics card, the PC, the monitor, the RAM, the motherboard, the all of it. The keyboard, the mouse, all of it.
To summarize Tone's argument, because I know what it is. I'm a steel man a little bit. He's saying the logic doesn't make sense to be willing to spend $1,000 for one component of a PC that by itself cannot do anything on its own. It needs a PC, it needs a motherboard, it needs a power supply, it needs a screen, it needs all this stuff. However, why is it so different? Now, granted, this is disregarding. Yes, PCs can do more. This is disregarding the whole PCs are PCs.
That's why I just compared it to one component.
He's saying if your main functionality of using a PC is gaming, and you don't really do it, because let's be honest, how often are any of the four of us really doing work that much on the PC, on their gaming PC like that? I know some people have gaming PC and they have a separate work PC.
Oh no! I have a work laptop, but the work that I do on my gaming PC is usually photo editing and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But I have a MacBook video editing.
For the most part, if for a gaming PC peers only using their PC for gaming, nothing else. There's the logic of the argument is what is so egregious about spending potentially $1,000 on a full console that's going to do everything and more than the graphics card because I'm not using my gaming PC for other stuff.
Because I bet you the whole PC put together costs you $2,500 to $3,000.
Yeah, true. This is true.
Yeah, if you're only a little bit longer,
you might have it for 10, 12 years before you feel like you need to upgrade something, and you can just upgrade pieces. But we're in a market where a 3080 used to cost you $600. Now a 5080 is going to cost you $12 to $16. The prices have already been increasing egregiously on the PC side. NVIDIA is now changing their MSRP to be higher than what an entire console is.
But here's the thing, though. We've already acknowledged that PCs are a little bit more pricier than consoles, right?
Which is fine.
Wasn't the whole thing about consoles is that they're more affordable? A $600 entry fee to get into playing video games on a console is no longer affordable. That is expensive.
That's still cheaper than.
That's not cheap. That's not for the average American.
For the average American,
it's not cheaper
than
the graphics card.
It's still cheaper than the graphics card. In relativity, if you're putting it,
I'm not even talking RAM. I'm not even talking the entire PC.
But a lot of people will look at it like, why am I going to pay $600 right now for something that y'all might make irrelevant in like 5 years?
It's 10 years. It's 8 years, but still. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're also trying to lower. They're also trying to lower the console cycles too. That's a thing that is.
You know what? All right. So, that's another one. That's funny. Because you know what happens when you lower a console life cycle? You give yourself less time to develop, less time to manufacture, less time to test. And it turns into a nightmare. 8 years is already
less time for developers to get used to the dev kit. Because that's why games started getting
that's why games started getting worse.
Look at just the PS3. Look at the difference between Resistance, which was a launch title PS3, versus The Last of Us.
Yeah,
as time went on, they're complete.
The Last of Us was PS3.
Yeah,
original Last of Us
at the end of its life cycle.
It was like the last major title for it. And also look at God of War 3.
Look at Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yep.
Yeah, all those games came out a few years into the PS3 life cycle because I was like,
almost right before the end of it.
Yeah, like we get the experience now. Metal Gear Solid 4 was like 2 years after release. I think it was 2008, if I remember right.
And it still is a game that holds up to this day too.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that putting it into the console's life cycle helps them get that extra power. I'm not saying that you're wrong, by the way. I'm not arguing that you're wrong because the console is supposed to be the affordable route. What I'm saying is that at this point, we're standing here where, we're staring at $350 for some kits of RAM. We're staring at $1,000 for, a decent graphics card. $600, $650 is what we used to get you a 3080, and now $650 is what get you a 5060.
I mean, I think it's just a difference of luxury because they're all luxury items. It's just one's in a more affordable luxury for the entry.
Are they luxury items? Because they were entertainment items before. And sure, if you want to consider something being luxury item, like luxury items and normal.
No. I meant the gaming PCs. Yeah, I meant the gaming PCs. Gaming PCs are more luxury item. Consoles are entertainment.
For having a good gaming PC nowadays, yes.
Like a high end,
luxury. Yes, it's a luxury item. Yes, but you can get entry-level gaming PCs, and it's for entertainment.
If you get a gaming PC in general, it's probably a luxury item at this point because you can still buy a base level PC for $600 to $800. It's gonna be trash.
Yep, it's gonna be trash.
You're not gonna game on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they do have people who have dedicated their YouTube channel to teaching you how to do low spec gaming. So
true,
there is that
because that's the thing now.
But that's more of a niche.
It's always been a thing.
That's more of a little niche area. I'm talking about like the average person, like PC gamer or whatnot. These machines are luxury now. They're not entry, they're not entertainment, just entertainment purposes. They're luxury items now. Like you have a rig that's over 25, 3K, 4K. It's luxury. You're paying luxury. The console might reach.
It has
$1,000.
PS5 Pro is almost it's $100 short from $1,000.
PS5 Pro is $900. Yes,
right.
Plus the $80.
I'm sorry, but like
means that you're at $980, which means you're at
$1,000. These things are turning into luxury items.
Bro, a PS5 Pro should not be Birkin bag prices.
Birkin bag should not be a Birkin bag price.
Bag should be Birkin
bag prices for fucking consoles now. Like that's ridiculous.
Hey, hold on. Hey, think about it this way.
When normal people started buying Birkins, they stopped making it a special.
Yeah, but what if your girl come to you and be like, "Baby, I don't want that Birkin bag. Give me a PS5. Give me a PS6."
I mean, that's.
Look at his face. He was like, "Yeah,
right, baby. Do you want a PS6?"
Like, babe, is it that important to you?
I mean, I can't. Like, I don't think my girlfriend would want a Birkin bag over video games.
Exactly, because the personal value of it is different.
Yeah,
they know the personal value for gaming.
PS6. Exactly.
Like they know a gamer's personal value meter for these things, so they're like, we know they gonna do it. We know they'll pay for it. And
she
even
said,
if
Trader Joe's tote bag.
I mean, Trader Joe's, bro, they got good food.
Might as well go to Aldi's and get a bag from them.
Yeah, but if you had to choose between Aldi's or Trader Joe's, you choose Trader Joe's though.
I'm gonna be honest. I never stepped foot to Trader Joe's. I ain't never stepped foot
to Trader Joe's. That's the whole point of a grocery store. You're in your camera.
What is happening, dude? It's
he is getting punished. Hey, Rem Visions, what's going on? Welcome. We have been having some heated conversations about consoles versus PCs and being luxury items. Trust me, you gonna want to go back to these arguments because it got a little heated here. Because I make some crazy points, but I'm always right. Buc-ee's. I've never actually been to Buc-ee's.
Are you serious?
Yes. I only went to one when I was a kid.
Like legitimately, there's no Buc-ee's in New Jersey that I know of.
They're talking about building one.
Correct. So we got Wawa. We don't have Buc-ee's. And when I was in Texas, and when I was in Vegas, what?
Wawa.
You don't know what Wawa is?
A Wawa?
I don't think Wawas are in Louisiana.
So there you go.
What's your main convenience store?
But at least you heard about Buc-ee's before getting one. I don't even know what a Wawa is.
What's your main convenience store,
Wawa
like gas station?
And a convenience store. You know what Quick Check is?
Say it again.
Quick Check
Quick Check?
or Quick Trip. Yo,
7-Eleven?
7-Eleven.
Okay, they're all the same with different names.
All right. There you go.
There's not Quick Trips in Louisiana.
Probably, but it might be like on north, like in the north.
Oh.
Hey,
But
bro.
yes, we do not have Buc-ee's up here yet. I've been to Virginia, I've been to Florida, I've been to Texas, and have had the opportunity to go to Buc-ee's. I just did not have the time to go to Buc-ee's. And I'm going to be honest with you, going to Buc-ee's versus going to like a real barbecue place in Texas, I'm choosing barbecue.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's just a different experience.
I'm choosing Aunt Irene's. I'm choosing Aunt Irene's over Buc-ee's. You know what I'm saying? I'm choosing all of those other places over Buc-ee's. You know what I'm saying?
Is Aunt Irene's gonna give you an Aunt Irene's blanket while you eat your barbecue?
I don't care. I'm gonna have the seafood. Oh, it's nice, Tony. Hello. So there when I was in Texas, I went to Texas back in August, and we met a gentleman, and he's an educated person, you know, very, very nice, very personable, fun to be around, good to talk to. And the thing is that he's very similar to me. Like if you cloned me
and then made it nice.
Yes. That's
of course
legitimately him.
Of course, you'd fall in love with yourself. A nice version.
It's like uncanny. He said it himself. It's like uncanny. Like his family was shown photos of me or video of me and was like, I didn't have another son, did I? Like, yeah. Yeah, like literally. So
you found your doppelganger is what you're telling me.
No. He is a tad younger than I am, but also in that he didn't max out the height ticket. All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's
what?
Fair.
What?
I'm taller.
Oh, you're taller. Okay. Okay.
I'm 6 feet tall. So
you're muted.
Who's muted?
No, Hustle's
muted. Got you. Yeah, but like he's also funny. You know what I'm saying? He does voice impersonation, things like that. So he's a cool guy. He's just nice. He's very kind.
I feel like you're using his personality to hype yourself because you're like, he's just like me.
No,
and these are the things he does.
No, he earned the name Nice Tony because he's nice. He's kind. And I earned the name Evil Roger.
I'm about to say the opposite of you.
Correct. I literally earned the name Evil Roger because of it, because his name is Roger. So I'm Evil Roger and he's Nice Tony.
Right.
Okay. If he were to be mad, if he were to be evil all the time, that would be me.
So y'all swapped names and gave yourselves a polar opposite moniker.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, that was enough of explaining that story. He said it's basically Fire Force minus human combustion.
There you go.
Okay, perfect. There we go.
Yeah, I would. You know, never mind. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Anyway,
always smiling.
It looks like we might have time for one more topic. So, since we've had this whole ball out about, you know, PS5 and luxury and consoles, and I still think that while I am not cool, and I'm gonna put my position here clear, because I often don't give my own position, but I'm gonna make my position clear. I'm not cool with the price of consoles going up. I'm not okay with the fact that, but I understand. And if I had to make a choice between buying a PC part and getting a console, I use my PlayStation 5 every day. I might not play games on my PlayStation 5 every day, but I use it. I use it regularly. I use it to watch. I use it to watch stuff. I use it to communicate with people. I use it like when my television is on, it's on PlayStation 5. And the only time that my PlayStation turns off is at night You know what I'm saying? So because I get that kind of use out of my PlayStation, whether I'm watching my anime, whether I'm watching my movies, I still have a disc drive so I can access my Blu-rays, so I can access. Somebody just asked the other day, do PlayStation play CDs? Because I have this CD that I want to know what's on it. Couldn't figure it out.
I mean, they're not gonna play
a music
CD.
If
there's like
music CDs. You know what?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you talking about when KC asked, "Hey, do we have anything that plays CDs?"
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, apparently the PS5 just can't play CDs. I just looked it up.
She came home asking that. She was like,
apparently it can't play CDs from just Googling it.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's wild.
It can't play.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, considering that I'm sitting next to a Wii U, a PS4, and a PS3, and a stereo, I have enough to play CDs.
But that's kind of wild. It can't play the most basic disc format
because of the Blu-ray drive that is literally formatted for Blu-ray. The same way that PS4 could play PS1 games, PS3 games, but not PS2.
Yeah, you had that special launch PS3.
Remember, PS2 had a special disc.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were like, it's too expensive to include the fucking reader that'll read. Oh man, shut up. I don't want to hear that.
Okay, let's catch up with this chat real quick. First of all, shout out to Adola. I think it boils down to personal preferences and what people are willing to pay and their perspective on their use of their dollars. All in on PS5, PC is exclusively for work purposes, coursework, editing, etc. Console invokes the feeling of selfish joy. And with that being said, consoles invoking the feeling of selfish joy, like if you're using your console and you use it all the time, it doesn't, like, to me, if you're willing to pay your $700, your $600, like, sure, there was a time where $500 was the hard limit. If your console was over $500, it wasn't going to sell. You know what I'm saying? PS3 learned that lesson the hard way, but now we're at a point where I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real honest with you. If you pay $500 for a Nintendo Switch 2 and you can't pay $600-700 for a PS6, I have problems. I'm not happy with the $500.
I want to agree with you.
I'm not happy with a $700 PS6. I'm gonna set my floor there. I'm not happy with either.
No,
I'm not.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree though. I agree as well. I do agree. I agree.
No, I can't.
Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you?
I will say this. I can see why somebody would prefer to buy a Nintendo console, pay the $500 over buying like a PS.
It's $450.
I'm
talking next generation now.
But you know why though? I can see why they'd buy a Switch 2 over.
I mean, sure, but you know what?
Because you're gonna get Nintendo games.
All right, here's the thing.
Nintendo got the IPs. We've already said this.
Remember personal preference.
Because we just talked about we talked about exclusivity a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about whether exclusivity is going to move a console. And so now with PlayStation making their games and potentially making their games exclusive to their consoles upcoming, so that means if you want to play Wolverine, if you want to play God of War, if you want to play anything that's a PlayStation exclusive, you're going to need that new console, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be available on PC, and that's how they're going to move their next generation of stuff, right?
But here's the thing, though. Do Sony's IPs have the same level as Nintendo in terms of like? Because Nintendo games fucking sell.
In terms of name power, no. But can it move a console? Yes.
Yeah, it can. It can.
I don't know.
It can move a console. It's proven. And GTA 6 is coming out on console first. If it ever hits PC. Isn't that what it was said?
It's gonna hit PC.
It'll hit PC.
PlayStation exclusives. Yeah, but we were talking about last week. There's it's a good chance it's either not going to come to PC or take a long ass time to come to PC, like it did for GTA 5. Because realistically, it shouldn't have taken that long for it to come out. And Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 took way too long to come to PC. GTA 5, in my opinion, took way too long to come to PC. But it exploded even more popularity when it got on PC because RP, the mods, everything like that. Like it's a perfectly designed game for PC, but it just took forever to come to PC.
I mean, look at Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 was like just it was popular as hell. But as soon as we were able to mod it, like Jesus Christ, like
I'll be real.
But Valve games, dude, that game did come out simultaneously, console, PC, same day.
Yeah, it did.
I prefer playing GTA on a PC.
It took a while for the popularity of it.
I mean, that's cool, but if you can't get GTA for 2 years because it's not on PC, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it where you fit in. You feel me?
Yeah, I still think that's a dumbass decision on Rockstar's part.
Look, again,
shout outs to Capcom for being smart enough to realize, hey, PC is a.
And V brings up the like that largest catalyst of people buying PC parts of consoles and all this stuff. FOMO is a bitch.
That is true.
People do not want to be left out.
All your friends are spoiling the story for GTA 6. You're not gonna want to be behind on that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm good for GTA 6, you know. I'm good for it.
But I'm just but with that being said, I'm just saying that, like, sure, it hurts that prices are going up. And like, no, Sony may not have the same name power as Nintendo when it comes to their IPs moving the console, but I can say that their IPs will still move the console.
I will say though,
you give us an Infamous.
That'd be great. But they let that franchise die.
I would like to also interject and say
SOCOM.
I would like to interject and say something. We are kind of leaving out, like, I know it could be seen as an extreme or like a small demographic, but the people who don't necessarily care about FOMO and they just get things on their own time, like, don't still pay for it. They just do it on their own time.
That's fine. Yeah. But that's not that. I mean, we're not necessarily.
I know it's not the average gamer and it's not the average person, but I mean, it's still a large populace of people who just don't go with the tide and just do it on their own time.
Which is true, but we're not specifically talking about FOMO people right now. What I'm saying is, and the point that I'm making is that, you know, like, yeah, Nintendo is going to sell their systems because they have Marios and they have Pokemons and they have Donkey Kongs and they have Zeldas, right? But Ryzen, you've just been asked why Mega Man's in timeout.
God damn it!
We have a child in the stream right now who the faces scared them. So I'll demonstrate why.
He got
that was me being extra.
He got up. I don't know if that was just like purposely timed or just like a coincidence.
He rolled away.
My child is awake.
But the people have spoken. They're not in timeout no more.
My child is awake. Hi.
So anyway, Token has left the chat. But what I will say is this: like, yes, Nintendo is going to sell their Nintendo's going to sell their Switches because they have these different things. A Pokemon is always going to move a Nintendo console, right? But I'm gonna be real. You got a Switch?
Yeah, I have a Switch 1. Not Switch 2.
When's the last time you played your Switch 1?
Back in October.
What'd you play on it?
Pokemon.
Smash Brothers.
Oh. Smash Brothers. All right. But every time you pick up your Switch 1, you play Smash Brothers, right? For the most part.
Well, it depends on what I'm playing on it.
Okay. Now I'm getting to a point here. My thing is that when I touch my Switch for like a day or two, and then I leave it alone.
Yeah.
I touch my Switch when I'm traveling, and then I leave it alone. If I buy a new game on my Switch, I play it for like 2 weeks, then I leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't hold me as much as the other consoles may hold me as far as like keeping my attention. And the Switch sells because they have the names, you know, the branding for Mario and Zelda, whatever. But at the end of the day, like how entertaining, like the game could be entertaining, but how much is it going to hold you? How much is it going to hold your attention?
True.
It's just like a Ferrari. You drive it every other weekend.
I touch my Switch every day.
I got a question though. Like,
I used my Switch 2 like 2 days ago.
There you go.
You have one?
But Tone, I want to know. Does it feel better to touch your Switch when you're traveling?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because the Switch
when you go out the door,
it fits in my hand better than the Steam Deck, so I'll be touching it all the time.
Hey yo.
Okay. All right.
So you don't like touching
that? The man said the Switch makes his hands feel bigger.
No, my hands are huge.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them. You palmed the screen before. I've seen them.
But still, my hands are huge. So no, the fact that like Steam Deck has the ergonomics, like it has like actual bumps and things to like settle in your hand better, but it's heavier. Whereas the Switch, even though the ergonomics kind of suck, it's less fatiguing. And because I have hand issues where like I get like trigger finger and stuff, like I have to make sure that it doesn't hurt my hand.
He said the Switch is skinny, but the Steam Deck got curves.
I need my Infinity Gauntlet. You know what I'm saying?
So you say that he say that Switch feel good for his trigger finger.
500 on the console is my hard limit. Thank the war. Internal parts are skyrocketing in price because RAM is being allocated to AI functions. Yes, we've definitely acknowledged that RAM is being allocated to AI functions, but not only is RAM being allocated to AI functions, so are processors
and storage.
All of it is being allocated to AI functions as well as GPUs.
Bro, you know how much I paid for Casey to have a 4 terabyte storage?
No, storage getting shut down. So
4 terabyte.
Yeah, I gave her a 4 terabyte storage because I didn't. Because I saw
you didn't clear out the old information. That's why.
No, I did. I used it. Basically, I used the 4 terabyte. I dumped all the information from that PC onto it, swapped it over here, dumped it into the terabytes over here, and then gave it to her. But it's for her PC now. I don't even need it. I got 7 terabytes on this one. I don't need another 4.
No, he didn't. I told him to wipe it.
Wow.
I just read the chat. No, he didn't.
She's like, no, he did. I told him to wipe it.
Hold on.
He ain't calling out the chat.
Hold on. First of all.
No, there's evidence.
I'm more inclined to believe her.
I transferred the data. She wanted me to wipe it.
Why didn't you wipe it?
Why would I wipe it though?
She told you to wipe it.
Why would I factory reset the damn thing?
Because it's cleaner.
Because she asked you to. She wanted a fresh PC.
Then I'm gonna have to factory reset it again once I get rid of it because I gotta build her another one.
Easy to do. It takes like 2 seconds.
She don't need another one. She's happy with what she has now.
You know how often I do like a full wipe? Probably way more than necessary.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
She's full wipe me to build her another one.
She asked you to build her another one?
She wants the Kuromi. She wants the.
Just get the pieces. Get the covers.
So you want me to just only buy the tower and then just slap everything inside it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I could.
You just want to blow money fast. Why didn't you do that? What is wrong with you? I'm gonna spend another $3,000 because I can change it. What's wrong with you, bro? You just like spending money.
I could do this too. I could do this too. Hey, this will make it look better, and this will make it run better.
Fam,
when I replaced my motherboard and my graphics card, in the SSD, I didn't get a whole new PC tower.
I mean,
let me tell you.
Hold on. But wait. Hold on. I do have to remind you. That
who the fuck are you doing this to? Who the fuck are you? Who do you think I am?
Hey, Token,
you better
relax. You better relax.
Bro, that's so fucking creepy.
Oh my god! I literally cannot, bro.
Oh my god! I can watch every Conjuring movie. I can watch anything, but that is so unnerving.
A little bit of that.
But that PC is from 2015. Ryzen 5 series.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something?
What?
She's perfectly happy with it.
She can be perfectly happy with it, but that shit's gonna start failing.
Did it?
I mean, it has been blue screening and crashing. So
do you know why?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to.
You know why?
Probably gonna have to. Also, one of the fans stopped working,
So replace a
That could
fan.
be why.
Replace a fan.
Oh, also, there's no more support for the BIOS on the motherboard, so I'm going to have to replace that too.
Did you change the processor?
The AS Rock. No, I told you everything in that thing is from 2015.
Listen. I need you to listen. Okay. If you didn't change the processor, then you don't need to update your BIOS anymore.
No. I had to update the BIOS because it wouldn't let me play Call of Duty on that damn thing.
Is she playing Call of Duty?
Actually, that's a good thing.
Wait, what?
Didn't let you play Call of Duty. It saved it's saving you some trouble.
That's
You
not
replace-
trouble. That's
replace
how
what doesn't work,
my
sir.
frustration out.
Call of Duty trash.
I don't care.
Listen. Replace what doesn't work. She's perfectly happy with the PC as it is. She asked you to wipe it. You wipe the computer and it stops blue screening.
Yeah, I know, but
Well,
it's still old as shit. I still need to
Unless
replace
the
things.
fans
Assuming
are
it's not
unless
a
it's
hardware
overheating.
problem.
But again, you
Yeah.
replace what doesn't work.
Oh yeah, it also did have to take out. I also did have to add a Ethernet connector because
You did it already, right?
Yeah.
Then you're
but
good.
It also
What I'm saying is
No,
that
it
she's
stopped
perfectly
working.
happy with it. You're looking to spend unnecessary money.
It stopped working.
Right
again,
now.
so now it's
You
running
get her
off
the
Wi-Fi.
case so that she has her Kuromi case, right? Get her the case. That's less than $200. You're not spending $2,000 on a new PC, and then you replace what needs to be replaced as it comes.
Hey, that 2,000 is generous. I like that.
I don't know. This is.
I'm
this
just
is
saying,
This is kind of like she needs new.
you trying to
kinda like
blow
she
money
needs new
fast.
This is kind of
You
like she
trying to
needs
blow
new
money
tires.
fast, but she just went from nothing to having a PC, and you already trying to
I
get
know,
her
that's
into
why
the
I'm-
newest, latest, and greatest, and it's
Okay,
not
okay.
necessary.
Okay,
Oh,
this is
that's
kind
why
of
I'm
like
saying.
Money, bro.
That's why I'm saying she is happy with it. Yes,
Yes,
I know that.
but
I'm
you're
aware of
not.
that. I'm not trying
Save
to go
your
balls
money,
to the
bro.
wall.
You're
not trying to
doing
go
too
balls to the
much.
wall. You
You're
do
doing
realize
too much.
the whole reason I wanted to get a new PC is because that one was failing. That's why I wanted to build another one in the first place. And I just gave
Because
her a
you're
failing
you, but
PC.
she's happy with it.
blue screening and all.
And if you would have just wiped the PC and put it back to factory settings, then you could figure out if the blue screening was software related or if it was hardware related.
Oh,
You replace the fan that doesn't work, and you're good.
It's more than
When
likely
you
the
wipe a
motherboard.
PC, you don't have to.
You're sleeping in the closet.
Wait, what? Wait,
He's
what?
sleeping in the closet. I was like, "Where's he at?" And then he just knocked out in the closet. And I was like, "Oh, I need a picture."
How did he
Yeah.
get in there?
Huh?
How did he get in there?
Walked.
The closet door is open.
I'm
and it
in.
Why did you
Jumped
leave
on the
closet
box.
Door open.
But this is
If
what
it
I'm
sits,
saying.
if it
Like,
fits, they
and
sit.
you see, this furthers my point, right? We talking about having a problem with paying for a console and paying more money for consoles, the next generation of consoles, whatever. We have hard limits on consoles, and this motherfucker over here trying to spend $2,000 on a PC that she didn't even ask for because he wants to upgrade it. He's trying to make himself feel better.
This is low.
TBS.
This is low key. Like she needed an oil change. You're just like, we'll just buy a new car. Like
Right.
No,
TBS.
kind of excessive.
no, not that wouldn't be buying a new car. That'd be way over the top. This is like her needing an
That's
oil
exactly
change.
what you're doing.
No, this is like her needing an oil change. I'm be like, hey, let's change the fuel system, the exhaust. Let me upgrade your oil pan and your drip system. Like, yeah,
Fam.
that's
You
not a brand new
essentially
car.
wanted to buy her a whole new PC.
honestly.
Mm,
Yes. So it's buy a new car territory. It's not
It's
upgrade
more
this, and this.
It's probably more than likely the motherboard.
that's what I'm thinking. It's
That's
probably just because the motherboard is failing. It already
But even
failed
if it's the
on it already
motherboard,
failed
just
on
get another
the
motherboard.
Ethernet. Yeah,
Didn't
it
need
already
that.
failed on the Ethernet. It already failed
How's
on
that though? I don't.
Bro, just get another motherboard. The
I don't think
processor's
motherboard
still good. If you stick with AM4, you don't have to get new RAM.
Yeah.
Get another motherboard.
I don't think motherboard prices
They're
They
not.
haven't gone up. They haven't gone
are
up.
crazy, right?
They're
No,
doing
they're-
a lot of deals with them.
No,
They're
You
doing-
can literally go to Micro Center, get a motherboard and processor for like $300-400.
Yeah, you can.
True. All right, so that's like at least an affordable option. They haven't gone
If
insane
you
on
want to
that.
get a new
yet.
processor, get another motherboard. And we're still talking AM4. So we're still talking like it's 2015. AM4 has been around for a good while. So that means that he could go and he could get a motherboard and a Ryzen 5600, processor together as a kit. And that's a whole upgrade. Use the same RAM that he'd been had and the same graphics card that's in there.
Yeah,
like she just said, I don't play high intensity games. The biggest game that she plays is Disney Dreamlight Valley. So yeah, if the motherboard is failing, then you just get another motherboard. But make sure that you replace the fan that stopped working.
I know.
Fans are at least affordable.
Yeah,
that's the cheapest component.
I mean, I'm still gonna upgrade the processor though, because it's literally running a Ryzen 5 2600.
Again,
but she doesn't
go get a motherboard processor combo. You can get $300.
Hey, baby.
You don't have to go like on the processor because she doesn't play
Ryzen 5600
games like that.
Yeah, like you don't need to go crazy.
Ow, 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 ow. I tried to play with you. You mauled me.
You get.
But it's happening.
That's
Bluey.
I don't know.
She's being rough.
Like, and I know we talk about this all the time. This is so what we're doing is we're about to shift to Microsoft for a couple of minutes because we're not going to stay on too long. We got another like 10-20 minutes before we got to go. But speaking of all of the console information that we just talked about, Xbox has also done a couple of things in the industry that are actually changing the way that we look at gaming. So the things that we are looking at is potentially Xbox making a cheaper tier for Game Pass. They're focusing on Xbox-owned content. And this is the reaction to the increased rising costs of pretty much everything. So like making a Game Pass tier that comes with Netflix or, that a Game Pass tier that has ads so that, it could get better, but also making Game Pass cheaper overall. That's actually a thing that's being proposed. You're going to have to use mute. That's a thing that's being proposed by the new CEO or the new leadership at Microsoft. I'm not going to say it's the CEO, but that's the thing that's being proposed by new leadership. So adding that cheaper tier and focusing on Xbox content, in reaction to these rising costs is a great thing because that means that you're socially aware, right? As Hustle's Face says, believe it when I see it type thing.
Yep.
Especially seeing as how Netflix is raising their prices really, really soon again.
Wait,
we made a lower tier, and guess what? It removed all the good shit out of it.
Wait, what?
That's normally what happens.
What are you confused with, Token? Are you confused with Netflix raising their prices?
Or
what? Oh yeah. In case you guys didn't know, Netflix is raising their prices, guys.
Hey,
what?
The cheapest tier is now going up to $8.99 a month. And their most expensive tier is going up to like $26.99 a month.
Yep.
Wait, why are there more tiers? Why isn't it just one price? It's
like three. It's like three tiers. It's like 3 or 4 tiers.
Yep.
Why? What's the difference?
Basic get ads. You can only do 1080 and only do 2 screens, and then you got the standard, which is no ads, and then you got the premium, which gives you 4K content.
And 4 screens or something like that. But now that you can't password share no more.
So you mean to tell me they are
matter?
So you mean to tell me they gatekeeping not only the amount of ads you get, or if you get them at all, you gatekeeping the resolution, you gatekeeping
and a lot of other companies are probably going to follow.
I understand gatekeeping number of screens. I understand gatekeeping number of screens. I get that.
Time is ass now.
She wanted the Camry, and this man came home with SpaceX.
Get the paper, no ads.
Token is getting tore up even in the chat.
Wait, hold on, what? You wanted a Camry? What?
He said she wanted a Camry, and you came home with SpaceX. You came home with a whole rocket ship.
Oh.
As in a Toyota Camry. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't even argue that.
No, I can't.
No.
When I was, I can't.
So you want a Toyota Camry? Nah, here's a Lamborghini Egoista.
When I was specking out my PC to build it, she was like, I want one too. I want his and hers. I'm like, so I got to build you one the same?
No, you just had to give her your old one. You change a little bit, like save yourself
Customize
some
it.
money and get her the case. Order the case when you can.
I should have.
Like, I don't understand how you don't come to think of the cheapest possible way to get your solutions done when we are complaining about money on here actively and the price of things.
I just be as soon as I want it, I'm like,
you just turn into Quagmire in a strip club.
That's him all day long.
Of all the references, and then also hitting the voice, yo.
That has to be clipped. That should be clipped.
oh
That
god,
needs to be clipped.
Oh my god.
If you see that, please clip that. That definitely needs to be fucking clipped.
Oh my god.
That man be doing the most, bro. Like, she could be like, I just want a 2-bedroom home. Hogan's like, yo, I bought a mansion. What?
Hey, look, if you're not going big, you're going home. And if you're going home, at least you're going home big.
Install Ferrari engine is crazy.
Wait,
that's
what?
crazy.
What'd you
That's
say?
nuts. That's nuts. You don't read the chat, sir. He just said check engine light comes on, installs Ferrari engine.
Yo.
Hey, hey, look, wait. She only said that. She only said that because I was thinking about swapping the engine in my car for a 2JZ.
What, bro?
Fam.
And twin turboing it.
That is insane.
Bro just got his car and is already talking 2J swaps.
Hey, no. That's gonna be for like a year and a half down the line.
A year and a half. That's not even realistic timelines.
Why not?
You know how much a 2J it costs?
Yeah, I know how much it costs.
All right. Do you know how long a 2J takes to ship? Do you know how long it's going to take for you to engine swap and fabricate everything in order to get the 2J in there?
Hey, also, wouldn't it be more expensive?
And then you're going to be without a car until that 2J swap is done. Then you still have to do wiring.
With the transmission is already in there.
That's fine, but the fabrication comes in fitting the engine in the front.
No, that one, no. The 2JZ fits in that car much better than the LS engine does. The LS engine, you have to fabricate more in that engine bay. 2JZ
more, not period.
I'm not saying period. I'm not saying it doesn't period.
The 2J still requires fabrication, sir.
Yeah, a little bit.
You have to put new motor mounts. You have to extend the front a bit. You have to figure out where you're putting your radiator, how you're going, and you're still talking about twin turboing. So why are we getting in the cars? You still have to run your intercooler piping. You still have to run your turbo down pipe. There's a lot of fabrication and time and money that goes into that project. So just getting the 2J crate engine is not the least of your worries.
Yeah, I know.
It's also not the cheapest of that project.
I'd still say it's cheaper than trying to do the LS route.
Bro, you got billion-dollar dreams with a $30 budget. I don't know what's going on here.
Hey, it's always better to dream big, baby.
You said.
It's always better to dream big.
Yes.
Yeah, but you gotta dream in reality too.
But blowing money stupidly and blowing money fast, or you know that I have to always put your hand down. Thank you. Blowing money fast is huh?
Oh, my bad. I forgot it was in my hand.
Yeah, blowing money fast and blowing money stupidly is always something that I always will tell people, hey, just think twice about what you're doing. But anyway, back to Xbox and their cheaper tier, because we're talking about getting cheaper, not just Ferrari engines.
Ferrari.
I want to know, would Game Pass making these cheaper tiers, with Game Pass trying to figure out how to lower their prices, even if they did not cut out all of the goods, or even if they did cut out all of the good stuff and just focused on Xbox content, right? Does this make Game Pass worse? Does it make it better? Because it's more affordable, it's more accessible to more people. Does it make it better?
I can't see how they would make a cheaper tier that doesn't strip out day one releases. you know
Wait,
it's
hold
not
on.
gonna be
What?
Well, they already made day one releases Game Pass Ultimate exclusive. anyway.
exactly. So
What?
what?
Okay, never mind.
There's no version of this. Me personally, I don't have faith in this lower tier version to be in any way enticing at all.
Wait,
Like,
so
what is it gonna have?
Are you saying that they're creating a new lower tier version?
Yes,
Or are you
lower than
saying
what they
they're
already
just
had.
downgrading the one that's
They're
No.
adding a new lower tier.
They're trying to make Game Pass more affordable for more people.
Oh, so what you're saying is they already had the slums and now they're just opening the gates for the sewers.
No, now they're opening the dumpsters.
All right, let's be real.
The slums
Let's
are
be
in
real.
dumpsters.
For somebody who
dumpsters
doesn't
are in the
have it, getting access to Game Pass is a great thing.
But it's already
but you're
affordable
getting-
though. It's
but you're
already
getting
But you're not paying $70 a month for any of it.
Yeah, but you are getting. But if the lower tier version we're talking about, right? Because unless you're on Game Pass PC, if you're on regular Xbox Game Pass, the shit that has the really good shit that makes that number one made Game Pass what it was today, that's locked behind the Ultimate version now. That's not the standard no more. That used to be the standard of like day one releases. Remember that? That was like their big selling point. First party day one releases, you get that on Xbox Game Pass. They now strip that away, tuck that in the more expensive version of the Xbox Game Pass. So now, whatever this low tier is, you're not even getting the full Xbox Game Pass experience.
You're getting a diluted
version of it.
You're gonna dilute it for the poor man version.
Yeah. The whole point of the Xbox Game Pass, in my opinion, to me, the selling point was the day one releases.
So what you're saying is they're cutting value to protect margins.
Yeah. That's exactly what the hell I'm saying. They're cutting value to protect
'Cause that was
margins
my
like they
question
always
anyway.
do with these
Are
things.
they cutting value to protect margins? But if you think that this is literally cutting value to protect margins, then
Like, what could be in it that's the slower tier, that's even lower than what they already have, that they're gonna cut out?
I don't know what is included in Game Pass for PC or regular Xbox Game Pass because I have Game Pass Ultimate.
Game Pass PC, you have access to all the everything other than I think Xbox
day one releases.
So you still have the day one releases on PC.
No. You only get day one releases Ultimate.
No, you get it on PC.
No, you get it on PC.
Okay.
You get it on PC.
They treat Game Pass Ultimate Xbox differently than they do PC because they know if they did this shit on PC.
Well, Ultimate gives you both.
They know we would rage.
Because I still have an Xbox console. Ultimate gives you both, access to both. But Game Pass for PC and Game Pass for console are obviously
So for PC,
Ryzen hasn't pulled up token.
I know. I pulled it up.
Oh, you can read it?
No, you can do it.
No, I'm gonna do it, motherfucker.
I don't want to no more. I don't want to.
They added Essential, which is just says 50 plus games. That's all it is. Unlimited cloud gaming in that online multiplayer. And then you got Premium, which is 200 plus games, $14.99 a month. New Xbox published games within a year of launch. And then you have the Ultimate, which you have the Xbox one, is $29.99 a month. Day one games. But then you also now get Ubisoft Classics and EA Play included, because that originally wasn't in Ultimate Game Pass, where you had to have the extra.
Actually, I always had EA Play.
You had to have EA Play and stuff.
You
like
did.
That.
Mm-hmm.
In Ultimate?
Yeah.
I know you had it on PC.
I only have the PC version, so
yeah, but I have Ultimate, so like
the PC version is different, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I have Ultimate and I had EA Play on PC. Like, because they gave me access to the Battlefields and the FIFAs and all that stuff. Like, I had
to play Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, that was an EA.
Well, PC Game Pass.
Yeah. So PC Game Pass always had the EA Play. I don't think they had.
It looks like
they separated it.
It looks like they don't have it now because when I go on the Xbox app, it's trying to have me go up. When I hit EA, something has me trying to.
That's because they separated it. They have the EA.
Yeah, but it used to be in that higher in that tier. Now it's an Ultimate. I'm like I said, I pay for Ultimate, so that's why I have the EA Play to all of that stuff. But it used to, like, before they started separating tiers, EA Play was always in Game Pass. Because I had it here on my PC, but I did not have access to EA Play on my PlayStation. because I never signed up for EA Play. I was like, how am I getting this?
That's why back when Tones gifted me Xbox Game Pass before they did the tier switch.
Hey, yo.
That's why I deleted Origin.
Hey yo, chill, B.
What? You don't want people to know that you did something nice?
No.
But that's how they do it. But that's how these online services do it now. They take the core thing of what it used to be, then they chop that bitch up and put it into different tiers, and then try to sell it to you like they're doing you a fucking favor. And it's just like you're not.
They're like snake oil salesmen.
Just snuck away the good shit behind the most expensive tier, claimed as luxury, and you gave everybody just table scraps.
Mm-hmm.
So
but I mean,
hold on. So if the essential it has 50 games, what's this lower tier gonna have? Like 10? 5?
I don't know.
No, I think the essential.
I think it's essential with ads.
Ooh,
that would be wild.
What? Boy,
I would rage.
I would rage.
Ads in games.
Imagine ads in games.
They're already trying to have ads pass.
Imagine when you get in the elevator and you waiting for the load up screen and you get hit with a fucking with a Tide ad.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If like the PS6 console generation and all that shit has ads in games, I will not be gaming on new shit forward after that. I'll just game on old shit. I'll be cool with that. Like, I'm fine. There's like a backlog of old games I've never played, so I'll get on that. I don't need to be.
I see what they changed with the EA thing I was thinking of. There's now EA Play Pro.
Gotcha.
That's what I was thinking of. Like, yeah, they changed. They have 2 tiers of EA Play now too. So older games on EA, you have access with your Game Pass, but you don't have access like Battlefield 6 because you need EA Play. You need to buy the game or pay the $17 a month for EA Play Pro.
Jesus Christ, man.
So with that being with all of that being said, right? Obviously Game Pass is going to be available on more and more places and more things. So is this like a genius strategy or is this considered surrender?
I wouldn't say it's genius strategy.
I mean, honestly, it's essentially what Sega did. Except Sega dug themselves a hole too far too fast. Between the Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast, the 32X, and all the little add-ons for the Sega Genesis that they did, they dug themselves a hole in developing consoles too quickly, and they stayed in the negative for too long. So that's why Sega went under. Because the Dreamcast came out, 3 years after the Sega Saturn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah, it was
came
way
out
too
fast
quick.
after it.
It was way too quick. And that's what I'm saying. Lowering your console's life cycle will definitely kills you. So again, that's just that. To touch on it really quickly, and I know it's gonna feel a little disrespectful to not actually have a full conversation about it, but Epic has laid off 1,000 employees.
Woo!
After reporting Fortnite made $8 billion.
Right?
Fortnite is not as sustainable, so they're laying off 1,000. But yes, Fortnite revenue sales have dropped, and they're not keeping that same retention, and people aren't playing Fortnite as much anymore. So it's kind of like, all right. The real issue is because there's of course that decline in Fortnite engagement, but they're spending more money than they actually are making.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting all of these celebrity collabs, you're getting all of these developments for new skins, and you're paying all these licensing and royalty fees. You're spending more money than you're making, bro.
Yeah.
Because you got Goku, and you got Naruto, and you got Travis Scott, and you got all of these different brands that, as long as they're in there, I believe you're gonna have to pay for licensing for that.
Yep.
All of these crossovers that you're doing, but you think about it, right? Why are you doing crossovers? When do you do a crossover in your game?
When
content's lacking.
When your sales are down,
either when content's lacking or when you're losing engagement. Because a crossover, to me, signifies that we are doing a desperate push to try to get back our audience. So we're going to take something that appeals to the majority of our audience or to a newer audience, a younger, fresher audience. We're going to try and take something that appeals to said audience to drive them to our game.
I've been doing that for a while, and that has not worked out in their favor at all.
But Apex adding
not want to play
Gundam
Nicki
skins,
Minaj.
Overwatch adding Gundam skins.
But
You know who
still
they're
see the
trying to
T-
get
but
with
you still
Gundam?
see the T1000
Gundam
like, all the
fans.
time.
They're trying to
Yeah.
get the Gundam fans. They're trying to get the nerds that they know are going to spend money
Anime
on
fans,
TVs and Gunpla. They're
people
trying
watch
to get the
Toonami.
people who are older because of the series that they chose. So they're trying to get the people who are in their 30s, the 40s, because you're not putting Wing Zero and you're not putting Epion and you're not putting Death Sight in your game because you want a 15-year-old. You're putting those characters.
Us.
Yeah, they want the
want
30-somethings. They want the 40-somethings. They want the late 20s and the people who understand.
People who have
The people who have the
disposable
money
income.
to spend.
But also, it's also because we're also the ones that are going to have the nostalgic response to
Yep.
it.
No, but we're also, but if you think about it, we're also the best gaming generation. And when I say the best gaming generation, I mean that we're the generation that came up with gaming. So as gaming went on through its rise throughout history, our entire history is literally with the incline of the gaming's age, right? So if you look at a 10-year-old now, the only thing that they're going to be interested in is Roblox and Fortnite. If you look at a 15-year-old now,
basically
same
keep the
thing.
industry alive.
Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite. If you look at a 22-year-old now, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, they're not the people who that's the target audience. The target audience that's going to keep on gaming, the target audience that's going to keep on spending on these games, and the target audience for these live service games would be us, those who are in their 30s, even
30s,
early
40s,
30s,
50s.
anywhere from your early 30s to your early 50s, you're the target audience because you're the ones who came up in what's called the gaming golden age. I actually think that we should separate the different eras for gaming one day. So I think maybe, in an upcoming show, we should actually classify the different generations or the different ages for gaming because you have a golden age, you have a silver age, you have a best generation and a worst generation.
I would say that in my opinion, I think historically speaking, the age of like the majority gamer or whatever starts from 1970 to like 1998.
For which age? For what age?
Like the majority of gamers, like the game that are keeping the industry alive, that buy games.
That were born. Okay.
Yeah. They're born between 1970 to
1998.
Yeah, that's the rough estimate that I'm giving towards it. I could be a little bit more generous to say maybe 2000 because there are some older Gen Z that are as hardcore gamers as like we are, right?
Yeah, because they were
say like older Gen Z.
They were raised around people who also had.
So Gen X to older Gen Z is what keeps the industry alive. After that, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how gaming survives after like
trickle down effect. It's trickle down effect. That's it. It's just trickle down effect.
After like the older Gen Z's gone, what I don't know what the fuck happens to gaming. It may not exist, at least not in current form.
Not in our format.
Not in our current format. No, it doesn't exist like this.
It's honestly I feel like gaming is gonna be to the point in their world is gonna be like that quick dopamine hit. Like it's gonna be short. It's gonna be just whatever the new trend is.
It's gonna be shit. It's gonna be shit with like heavy gambling mechanics. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm actually being dead ass serious.
No, he thought the fact that I thought about that, I was like, I didn't even think of that. Like,
but look at it. What is one of the best games out this year? Wuthering Waves.
Wuthering what? Oh,
it's not even just Wuthering Waves. What?
I know, but I had to put it in the because WuWa has had as far as gacha games, it has been praised that the latest update is one of the best stories to ever exist in a gacha game. It is one of the best updates that has like it literally puts it on to like mind-blowing levels how interactive and integrated the story is. And Token can understand that because he's been playing since I put him on the game.
Gave him the crack.
I actually stopped because I wanted Tones to catch up with me. So I stopped.
And then I stopped because I got like 5 other games at the same time.
Here's the thing.
But I'm going to get back into
You ain't tell me you stopped.
If you keep on top of me, pause.
That was crazy.
If you remind me, then I'll play it. You know what I'm saying? I can at least open it up. I can, so since you have more time, send me a little reminder text every so often so I can continue to update and keep playing because I'll catch up. You know what I'm saying? I'll just blow through the story. Pause. I'll zoom through the story pretty quickly. First of all, if my boy was here, and you know who I'm talking about, he'd be like, "Hey, yo, Paul, hey, yo, you wild crazy right now. Like, how you gonna keep? Hey, yo, you gotta chill out. I know. The spirit of my boy is with me. You know what I'm saying? I just saw a picture of him the other day. I was like, yo, I gotta reach out. But anyway, that's for another time. Another.
The point that I was trying to make too, though, is like with the younger generation, what commercials have been normalized to them? What do you see on TV all the time now? Gambling commercials. That shit's normalized to them.
If there are mad FanDuel commercials like
FanDuel, fucking DraftKings, fucking what's the other one? MGM, whatever the fuck shit they have.
When your content is lame as fuck. Yep. Definitely.
I mean, it's not targeted to them, but they also can't help but
it's normalized though.
Yeah, it's normalized.
Targeted. In a way, it is targeted towards them.
Because do you know the science of commercials? Token?
Huh?
Do you know the science of commercials?
Of commercials?
Yes, there's a science to commercials.
Yes, there is.
Go tell me.
So commercials are put on at certain times of the day, and they target specific audiences. So if you are watching Channel 2 in the middle of the day, you're most likely going to see medicine commercials. Mm-hmm. If you are watching Cartoon Network in the middle of the day, you will see toy commercials. If you are watching television at 6 o'clock, you will most likely see food commercials. If you are watching television around between noon and 2 o'clock, you will see food and restaurant commercials. If you are, and it depends, and it doesn't even depend on the channel. Those are at your meal times. There he goes again. At your meal time, you're going.
What did he do this time?
Just try a different USB port at this point.
Food commercials.
Yeah.
At your, and depending upon which channel you're watching and what day and time it is, because if you're watching channel 11 or WB when cartoons are on, you're gonna see toy commercials. So depending on the content that's going, they are targeting specific audiences whom they know are going to be watching this television around this time. That's the whole person. That's the whole purpose behind the Nielsen box, because you're engaging who's watching what when, so that you can target your ads and you can put your ads on for times where it makes it most impactful for that specific audience.
Okay.
Wow. She said he got tiered camera subscription.
Yo!
Got that Elgato Essential.
Clip it. Please clip that, bro.
Gosh.
Clip that. That is.
Oh god.
They said just think you got Elgato Essential tier.
You couldn't get Elgato Ultimate.
Yo, that ass. Like, I don't know what's happening because it shows the camera. It shows the camera on the camera hub. No problem. But something's going on with like fucking Video Ninja and this right now. I don't know what's going on with it.
It's fine. We'll troubleshoot it later.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fortnite, spending more money. They're on a decline and for engagement. We're thinking that it could be live service saturation. It could be the same reason that Marathon is having trouble maintaining their audience. It's the same reason that Apex is putting in Gundam collaborations. The players' attentions are split. Token is gone now. You got rising dev costs. So there could be anything. There could be a number of things. I plan to try to get into the nitty-gritty on why so many companies and so many studios are laying off all of these employees and what goes forward from gaming here, because essentially we're going to get to nothing but skeleton crews. I want to kind of think about it. I want to drive some engagement. I want you guys to let us know what you think as far as like, how is the gaming industry going to focus, and how not even focus, how's the gaming industry going to function when every studio is increasing their prices, lowering their employee count, raising their budgets, and how long until gaming's dead?
You know what this is starting to sound like?
No, because I can't hear you.
What?
There you go.
Oh, my bad. It's starting to sound like what factory workers used to go through when they started to upgrade and bring in new machinery and lay people off. And it's like, at some point you're gonna get to the point to where you got shift A, shift B, you got 20 here, 25 there. You done sectioned off different parts of the workforce to
You're going too far into the analogy.
Smaller people. But basically what I was getting at is like, it's gonna start to get to the point to where gaming companies are going to be solely focused on just bottom line revenues and just a short term, happiness burst that they can give people and then move on to the next.
They're not trying to give happiness bursts. They're trying to continue the revenue. So if
no, I mean like dopamine, like they're giving you enough.
They're not trying to do that. They're just trying to push the revenue. So you find something that's going to interest the people. You get your initial investment, your $70. Then they're creating. That's what your purpose of your live service games are, because you create something where you want people to spend more money and keep their investment. They want to get as many of your dollars as they possibly can. That's also why some games are coming out with DLC, because if I can sell you a game for 70, and then I can sell you a DLC for 40, and then I can sell you another DLC for another 40, and then I can sell you another one for 50. Now I've gotten more than your initial $70 investment. You love the game. You love the game, and you're gonna experience more and more games. So I'm just gonna keep on giving you more and more content, and I'm getting more and more of your money. So we're just gonna keep developing this game as long as people are gonna continue to pour more money into it. But once the money stops, once it dries up, we'll move on to the next one.
See, I remember when I could buy a Spider-Man game and it's the whole game. Now I gotta buy different story modes. Same thing with what's the Mortal Kombat. I gotta pay another $40 to buy a whole nother story mode.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, you really want to get into Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat has season passes and DLCs announced before the game even came out.
I know, and I'm like, bro, I just wanted.
Mortal Kombat 1 is a mess.
Yeah, so I don't think that Mortal Kombat is a good example to use. But with all of this being said, I just wanted to kind of dig into that a little bit. And now I'm thinking, like, how long before, with everything that we've discussed today, how long before gaming dies? How long before gaming is so unsustainable as an industry that it just dies? People are always going to want games, but at this point, it feels like mobile gaming is the way to go.
No. I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm actually not. He's not joking about it. I'm gonna tell you. It's not going to die. It's going to shift.
Yeah, but
what's starting to rise now are indie titles that are by smaller studios.
Correct. But when the smaller studios are rising,
game, what's gonna die? Hold on, what's gonna die? AAA is gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's gaming
be the
dying.
end of AAA.
That's gaming dying, because remember
but it's not gaming dying. No,
it's not gaming itself. But when I say gaming dying, I'm talking about gaming as the industry. Remember, gaming right now as the industry is supported on AAA, right? Indies, like, here's the thing: do they make a PlayStation for indies?
No, they don't.
Do they make a like? Do they make a Switch for indies? No. Those
console gaming is gonna die. Is what
no, because like your PCs are always going to be around, but the regular household having a PC has become a lot more rare now because there's the introduction of mobile. There's the introduction of iPhones and iPads. So kids are now iPad kids. They're not PC kids no more.
Mm-hmm. The iPad.
You see what I'm saying? So the home computer, the only people who have computers in the home nowadays are the working person who have that work laptop or that work PC, and
a gamer,
or your creators who are utilizing that PC to create content in some way, shape, or form, via photo or video editing, music production, etc. And gamers. You don't like a PC in the house is not just a regular thing. Like back in 2000, when people were like, "Oh, we should get a computer in our house and a printer." Now you can't get a computer with a CD drive, and printers are even fewer and further spread apart.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember the last time I went to somebody's house. Now,
like I said, I think what's gonna happen is AAA will probably be a thing of the past. And you'll have more indie studios that take up
the mantle of AAA.
Like I just bought a game. Like I just bought a game called Retro Rewind, which is made by 2 dudes, and it's already sold within like the first couple of days 100,000 copies.
I bought a new indie turret defense game, Tangy Turret Defense, because I saw it going viral. I think Black Oak like retweeted about it, and like the guy was just like showing like actual like respect for people buying the game. He's like, "Oh man, I've been working this for years. Didn't expect to make like $20,000 the first week."
We all buy one to avoid getting knocked out.
I mean, it's pretty good incentive to buy a console.
Yeah. I would buy it.
Why I gotta buy the console? If you don't buy a console, Mike Tyson can show up at your house and give you a full force punch to the face. All right, how much is it? Like,
if you don't buy the console, I'm gonna knock you out. All right, how much?
So what's the release date?
You have to buy this console right now.
So, you know what, Mike Tyson? If you ever see this, don't beat me.
I apologize.
I'm like a super fan. So
I have been a fan. You know, I was born like around.
I got a hoodie and everything, bro. Like, don't hit me.
Belt. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, like I still think that you should have
still one of the GOATs.
That Paul brother.
Just please don't hit me, bro. Like,
anyway, I'm gonna leave you all with this question. You know, so since it's time for us to wrap up, I'm gonna leave you all with this. We have a ton of things that we need to think about and consider as gaming, as gamers. And as gaming is getting into their biggest shift of what feels like a crisis ever, like with these prices, with managing how they're going to retain audiences. This is a crisis. What can we as consumers do in order to steer the crisis in the direction that we need it to go to? What can we do to get normalcy again?
Riot.
Shut up. If you have any kind of comments or contribution besides whatever Token just said, because that sounds dumb. But if you have any kind of contributions on what you think we as gamers can do in order to hit that normalcy or in order to kind of help things even out, let us know. And
this is not the Crisis 4 we asked for.
Hopefully if Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo or anybody sees this, which I mean they may never, but you know, I dream big. So Sony, you hear us. We don't want to pay that. Granted, we know that you want to charge it. We don't want to pay that. We want you to go back down and you know figure it out. And
remind these shareholders that we're the ones that pay you.
We don't want to do it, Sony. We don't want to do it. We'll keep buying your stuff, but you can't keep raising your prices. It just don't work.
No,
because the more you raise your prices, the less people want to buy it. Anyway,
that is the fact.
Yeah.
Yes, because price is a big thing that influences people's buying decisions. And if your console is not the cheapest, then I'm going to just go with the cheapest. It just is what it is.
You don't want that, Sony.
And it don't matter. It don't matter if you lock certain titles behind your console. I'll just give it up. I'll just go with another option.
Yeah, like you don't have to buy any games Like you don't have to. Even I know the FOMO gets you, but like you don't gotta buy any game.
Oh, I thought you were saying you don't have to buy any games because there's other ways to get them.
I didn't say all that.
Sir,
Who
sir.
said that? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Mike.
Yeah. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all
Mike
for
Tyson
coming.
hopped
I
in.
hope that
Shut
you
up.
had a wonderful time. We've had great arguments today, and I'm sure that it's all entertained. With that being said, remember that I'm going to leave you with this. If there's ever anything that you want to achieve, all you have to do is press the start button. Get it started, and you can achieve your dreams.
And riot.
Peace.
Take to the street.
Bye, everybody.
Deuces.
Bye. See you later, man. Destroy
Oh my
it.
God.